Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a product review for you. The same way that I did my Exceed notebook review, I'm going to be doing another one on the Artist Loft Premier Hardcover dot journal. And as you can see, it is artist level 2 journal, and the retail price for this is actually $9.99, so it's a $10 journal. I'm putting a little shadow here so you guys can see the little stats on the side. It is a dot grid journal. It also comes in blank and lined as well. It is 120 GSM pages and it has 180 pages. This is an A5 notebook. This notebook does also come in other sizes and a multitude of colors as well. I just happened to pick up this wine purple color. And I just want to flip to the back to show you guys some of the other stats, if you guys can see there. It is 180 pages, ink-proof paper, acid-free paper. It lies flat, has a table of contents, a pen test page, an expandable pocket, 2 page markers, an elastic band, and also a pen loop. We'll be going over each of those features throughout this whole video. So first things first is it does have this elastic, and it is I think it's a good elastic. And as you can see, it leaves, easily brushed off the hardcover, but it is a very sturdy elastic. I do like it. And let's see. It is a little tough, so you may not, and it does go all the way across the journal. I know some people like to close their journal off like that to keep more than one pen. Now, I just go ahead and let me take this off and we can get right into it. All right, so here is the journal. It is a very nice hardcover journal. It feels nice in my hand. It does have 2 ribbon bookmarks to go along with the wine color scheme. And it has this light pink color and then the same wine color to match the outside of the journal. Now let's open this baby up and let's break in the spine. I like to break in the spines of all of my journals so that they do lay completely flat. And as you can see, this one does lay completely pretty flat. Let's see how it is once we start going through the pages. And how to break in the notebook. I did this in my Exceed notebook review that I will also keep for you guys. All you do is take a few pages from either side and you just lay them down. And as you can see, the pages are lying pretty flat even here at the end. And just give me a few moments while I go ahead and look, see, even here, pages lie pretty flat. I'm just gonna lay flat out the notebook and I'll be right back, guys. All right, so guys, as you saw in the previous clip, you saw me do all of these pen tests. Let's go ahead and see how they look on the other side. It looks pretty good to me. Let's see. So the first thing that I used was this Tombow Duo brush pen in 606. Just want to lift this up so you guys can see right over here. And let's look on the other side. There is a slight bit of bleed through and there is a little bit of shadowing, very light, and right over here. You can definitely see through it a little bit, but not enough to really bother me personally. The next one is this blue Crayola Super Tip fine liners. I definitely use these a lot, and they're definitely pretty popular in the planner community, I feel like, for a nice affordable option. So you can definitely see some spots of bleed through where you keep the pen down too long, and mostly over here when I try to do the little faux calligraphy. There are shadowing as well. In the yellow, the lighter color, I don't really see that as much. You do see a little slight bit of shadowing, but not really any bleed through. So maybe the darker colors be a little bit more weary of. Then I have right here a lapel pen, which, oh no, a Le Pen pen, which I know a lot of people have issues with bleed through as well as myself. And on the other side, I don't really see any issues with bleed through over here. There is shadowing and maybe at the edges a tiny bit, like 1 or 2 dots, but in general, it's not really bleeding as much as it is ghosting. I definitely feel the same way about the Stabilo pen, the purple one. I don't see any bleed through. And I don't really see any bleed through at all till we get to this V5 pen. It's Rollerball Extra Fine. And this one did have a little bit of bleed through right here in the corners where I keep the pen down on the page a little bit too long. And then I don't really have bleed through again until we get to the Tombow Funosuke brush pen over here. This one does have a little bit of bleed through on this downward stroke here, but not anything crazy, mostly throughout the whole line of hand lettering. And I put a Sharpie down, and let's be real, Sharpie always bleeds through everything. So as you can see, the Sharpie bled right through right over here on the corners. So overall, I do not feel that this is bad paper quality at all. 120 GSM, and it really did, that's the paperweight, and it really did hold up that way. I'm definitely very happy with the paper quality overall. Now let's talk about the color of the pages. The lines do line up all the way here at the edges on the top and bottom. The pages have rounded edges while the notebook has its, and it's a very nice white page. It's not like the Wostrom 1917. These are purely white looking pages. The dots are light gray, and you can barely see them, I feel, out just plain, but when you hold them up, they are definitely going to be very easy to fall into the background if you just like to use them as a guide. And it does go all the way to the inseam edge of the paper as well, so you don't have any type of border. So maybe that's something you want to consider when you are doing this. I also noticed that the dots line up very well, as far as I can tell from all the random pages I'm opening to, in the middle of the book, in the beginning of the book, they do line up very well. Because I know in some notebooks the dots don't line up in the center of the pages from page to page. But it's definitely lining up here in this notebook. All right, guys, so that's really all that I have for you as a review for this notebook. I recommend it. It is not only budget friendly, it is easily accessible, and the price is $10. It sells at Michael's online and in stores. So definitely go and support your craft store and pick up this notebook if you're looking for a bullet journal or just a lined or dot grid or plain notebook that is budget friendly with great page quality. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. Hashtag Sunshine Nation down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Love ya.